Hello, everybody. This is Carol from Friendly Quail with Oct Day 2022, day 26. I'm going to show you just from the 21st on to catch you up on the story. I do have the rest of it in, if you look in my video list, I've got 1 through 11 and then 12 through 21. So if you want to go back and look at those are short videos. 11 was my last one that I made for the Pink Oddbird, and Lisa Crafton, I think, was in on it, for the storyline. Now, this is where I left off. So this was 21, and this was a hand beckoning me. Okay, so 22, the hand. I have a journal card with the story on the back. Suddenly the hand changed from beckoning to pointing at me, or was it pointing behind me? I slowly turned to see what was behind me. I saw bats, lots and lots of bats, flying toward me, and I saw two witches just standing there watching me. One gestured toward the door and nodded. That does it, I thought, and I ran through the door, slammed it, and ran down the stairs. "23 is you throw caution to the wind and run through the door and down the stairs. What did your relative keep down there?" I was committed to going down the stairs now. There was light ahead as I slowly crept down, step by step. I worried about what I would find at the bottom. Was this where the party would be held? When I reached the bottom, I saw a room with furniture covered with sheets, all except a small table with an old gramophone sitting on it. I noticed the sheet over the rocking chair was moving, although there was no breeze. I gulped and lifted up the sheet. There he was again, the cat playing the violin. Had I found the party at last? The prompt was, you notice a rocking chair that is covered with a billowing sheet without a breeze. You lift the sheet, what comes out? So we meet our friend again. Okay, and this is day 25. An old gramophone starts playing music. Then a line of dancing skeletons bursts through from the closet door. What song are they dancing to? So I made a journal card for this one, and it says, the cat began to quietly play the violin. As if by magic, the furniture glided across the floor, all to one side of the room. The gramophone began to play The Bells of Hell Go Ting-a-ling. The closet door opened, and a line of skeletons came out dancing. My toe started tapping, and soon I was dancing too. And now we come to my day 26, and the prompt is, as soon as the music stops, the bones drop. What do the fallen bones spell out? I'm going to I glued in this paper already because I'm echoing this room. And I'm going to spell out the bones on this, and I put the cat there so I would know not to go in that spot. But I'm going to do the bones just flat on here. So I think what I'll do is put this on so that I don't lose it. Any of you do that kind of thing? I've been doing that all week. Every time I put something down, I can't find it. So we'll just stick this up in here. And I'm going to temporarily move this out of the way. Now to do the bones, what I did is I looked online and I looked at what types of bones there were, like in clip art and things like that. And there were some fonts and things, but I didn't want to pay the money for a font. So I started experimenting. I saw, just a real simple type of bone thing. And I drew a number of them and thought, yeah, that'll work. And then I needed two sizes, bigger and smaller. So I drew some, and when I got what I liked, I outlined them in black. And then that way I could trace onto here, onto just a piece of paper, and then I cut them out. So I've got all my bones here all cut out, and I figured out about how many big and small I needed so I would get the right number. And now I'm going to put my bones on to spell out my message. And I decided what I would do is I would put some glue, a little puddle, I am using my art glitter glue because it does dry fast, so I got to work fast so that it doesn't dry while it's sitting on my thing here. Okay, so I am going to start, and what I thought I'd do is kind of dip it in and then I'll take my, so I've got the other side, and I'm going to place it on here. And let's see, I got a baby wipe. I can press down and get the excess glue off, even though I kind of wiped it off. Okay, so what am I going to spell out? Sticking. Now, the bones don't all have to be exactly the same. It's just, okay, I just kind of freehand drew them, and I think they're going to be fine. So I got an M. All right. And what do you think it's going to be? I figure I can always, if I need to, I can always put a little more glue underneath if anything lifts up. Doing better now with not getting quite as much. So I cannot believe that it is almost the end of October. And I haven't been doing much but this because I've been painting the insides of my cupboards, which I bought the paint for 3 years ago, totally ignored during COVID, everything else. That's my first word. Okay, my. All right. Let's get the next word started here. Hope this is going to work out okay. And, you know, it's really boring painting. And when you have to take everything out of your cupboards, to paint it, and it tells me to leave it out for 3 days before I put anything back in it. That means everything that I have out of a cupboard is laying out on the counter. And so I've been trying to do like a couple at a time and going in and doing the bathroom counters. Okay. In between. Bathroom cupboards are the same. And slowly but surely, I have the guest bathroom done. And I have the upper cabinets done on one side of the kitchen, but I still have some on the other side. And I have some of the lower ones down on one side, but not on the other side. I did the pantry. Okay. Can you guess what I'm saying? Get some of this. Okay, how we doing here? Can you guess the second word? Oh my gosh. I got so many ideas of things I want to do, and I just don't have enough time. But it'll be better after I'm done with this and done painting my cupboards. I'm going to try a new kind of journal. Inspired by Catherine Brown Clark, where I take a cover of a book and put signatures in it to make more of a writing journal, which I actually myself use more. I do journal a lot. Okay, I'll bet you can guess what this word is going to be. All right. All right. So I'm kind of excited about that. Trying something new. But I also have some ideas for other videos. I'm not going to be doing any Christmas stuff this year. In fact, I have to put my Christmas decorations out early this year because we have some people coming the week before Thanksgiving who want to see our Christmas decorations. Okay, there we go. My name. Okay, the last letters are going to be a little more difficult to do. Except for this one. Okay, now get some of these over here. Oh, concentrating. Can't talk when I'm concentrating. I knew this would take me a while to do, but I needed to have the bones look like bones spelling something out. I hope this will work. Alright, I probably put out way more glue than I needed. Okay. So my husband just came in. He was out riding his bike. And now he'll probably talk. Okay. You can probably figure out what this word is. Okay. Hopefully that looks like an S. Okay, now the last one. What is his name? And we've got the start of it. Get a few more of these things over here. My husband has these sandals, and when he walks, he's like, squeak, 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 squeak. He said he'd never be able to get away with anything here. I was going to start this earlier, but then they were going around with they do our lawn. They were doing the edging and the weed whacking. And now I can hear they're near starting to mow the lawn, so I was hoping they'd hold it off. Well, I finished this. Well, I don't have too much to go. And guess what the name is? Okay. Yep, got a few more letters. And I have to write my card yet. Or write my description. Of what's going on. What I'm going to be writing is that suddenly the music stopped and the skeletons dropped to the ground, all in pieces. And this is what it spelled out. Well, the cat's looking at me. So I assume that it's the cat's name. All of the decorations disappear, and I figure the party is over. These little bones took me a long time to cut out. I probably spent a couple hours yesterday cutting out skeletons and bones. Do you know what his name is going to be? Good Black Cat Halloween name. Probably have it figured out. A little bit too much glue on there. Okay, couple more, and we'll be done. You probably got it all figured out. Right now we live in a 55 plus community of manufactured housing, and there are no kids. I kind of miss we don't have trick-or-treaters or anything like that. This is a gated community, nobody can come in. And so we don't really have Halloween. I usually put out a few decorations for myself, but I got rid of quite a lot when we moved. I still have some really cute stuff though. All right. Let's see. I kind of miss not having trick-or-treaters. When we lived up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, both when we lived in De Pere and then in Green Bay, we had quite a few trick-or-treaters. I mean, like, we would easily have 250 kids in both neighborhoods that we lived in. And we had a lot of fun. My husband always loved giving out the treats, and he would always dress up. And we have a lot of costumes from theme parties and things that we did. Okay, so I think I'll do a skinnier one. And he used to grow his beard, which he has a nice white fluffy beard, and play Santa. And so he always had his beard. He was growing his beard. Here we go. My name is Boo, is what it spelled out. I did have way more glue than I needed. Okay. Now, last thing I need to do is put this in the book. And this is where I'm going to put this. And I'll write in right here. So here is my, oh, I should have used some of that glue I just wiped up to put this on. Okay. We have a few days left here. Okay. Get this lined up. My journal's getting very fat with putting all this extra stuff in it. You know what I did? I made that backwards. S goes like this. Oops. You're screaming at me? Oh no. I had it backwards. I guess maybe the cat couldn't spell too well. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll have to do a little repair there with marker. How could I have done that, huh? Let's see. Do I want... Let's see what I can do. I have to get out my paints otherwise. Let's see. Gray, 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 gray. Maybe I do want to put a bigger one on here. I think I'll just make it a little bit smaller. And this is what I used to cut them out. And let's see. I wasn't about to redo this whole thing. I have to cut out all those bones again. This will be fine. There. My name is Boo. Ah, phew. And only a little bit of an error. Okay, so now I just have to write that on. And that's it for December, October Daily, Oct Day 2022 for Carol from Friendly Quail. And tomorrow, go to the Crafty Airs for day 27. The links are down below, so just enjoy, and I will do a final flip through on the 31st. Thanks for being with me, and come back for some of my other videos. I don't always make as many stupid mistakes. Okay, thanks for being here. See you in the next video. Bye.